What's up, FTCs? We're going to start another little segment called Prediction Bingo for all the PLEs coming up.
And what that means for the FTCs is we will be creating new bingo cards for every PLE so you guys can play too.
BINGO. Let's go.
Smackdown results, January 10th.
Starting off the show, the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes comes down basically to address Kevin Owens and all the crap that's going on with the Royal Rumble and everything. And then, lo and behold, Paul Heyman, the wise man, comes out to deliver some news about our OTC.
That being that our tribal chief, the original OTC, is entering the Royal Rumble 2025, and his goal is to win it.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
That's a spoiler. But then, KO kind of like, he pushes Cody's buttons again, which is like, me and Devin been questioning this over and over again. Like, how is it so easy to, like, make Cody mad if he's supposed to be a good guy right now? So, like, he goes into the crowd trying to beat him up, and then the fake bloodline try to come out and get the wise man.
And I just don't understand why it's so hard for them to do anything outside of the arena anymore. Like, they don't make the storylines that personal, I feel like. Like, it used to be, Randy Orton would come to your house and burn your house down, or Triple H would run through your front door and beat you up while you were watching TV or something, And now it's just like, let's get the security out there.
Yeah, like we went from having fights about like in the grocery store to like now they just do it in the crowd and like have a bunch of security guys pull them apart and they just scream a bunch.
I just think they can do something different.
Because like they literally like had a brawl with Cody and KO, right? Leads us into another brawl with Jimmy Uso, and Cody Rhodes comes back and then starts another brawl with these guys.
Yeah.
So we got two brawls, and SmackDown's just getting underway, So like it's already losing every bit of steam we had.
I don't even think that's the last time. So
It's not. They'll be back. But then we get into the first actual match of the night, and it was probably the best match of the night. I'll say that, Devin. The Women's United States Championship match. It was Chelsea Green versus Mi Chen. Chelsea Green came up with the win, but that's a good thing because we know Mi Chen's going to eventually dethrone her for that title. We know that Mi Chen's coming back. There's going to be a Mi Chen versus Chelsea Green probably at a pay-per-view or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I can't wait to see Mi Chen win the title. It's really going to come down to Piper Niven being out there, though. Chelsea Green all by herself, I don't know if she can be the champion.
Yeah, that's true. Piper Niven's playing a key role in Chelsea Green's success right now.
Mi Chen has gotten a lot better since she was doing that stuff with Bayley and Nia Jax earlier this year. And she looks like she's gotten in better shape to me since then as well. So it's like she seems like she's working really hard, and I think she does deserve like an opportunity. But up next, we have some tag team action in some kind of tournament again. Los Garza defeats Pretty Deadly.
And dude, like, just man, I don't know, Devin. Like this tag team division, like they literally have good people. Why aren't they using them?
Where's the Street
Why aren't they
Profits?
using this? Yeah. Where's the Street Profits? Like they have so much potential. Like Montez Ford has potential to be a WWE champion. Why don't they use them as tag champions at least? Plus, them belts would look good on them.
And then both of these teams are heel, and both of them are trying to cheat to win. So it's like, you can't beat Pretty Deadly without cheating?
It's like, dang, bro, that's just sad. And plus, it took every member of Los Garzos for them to win.
They're just not champions. That's what's going on, is none of these guys in this ring are champions, and it's just blatantly obvious that they will never touch that gold unless something changes.
And then we cut backstage to a little Pretty Deadly coming backstage, and then they're like, DIY, you're supposed to help us out. Like, you're supposed to scratch our back. Like, why would they help tournament that's like for them to face them? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. They need to
Yeah.
like get their shit together for
Pretty
real.
Deadly is just not serious, and I mean they're just not champions, like I said.
But then in the next match, we had LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. Championship, and it ended via disqualification.
Yeah, we really all want to see a DQ ending to a title match on SmackDown.
Like, literally, that's
With
like
the
all we were gonna
Bloodline for
get.
like the 14th time. We saw this brawl at the beginning of the episode, guys. Did Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso have to come back out and fight the Bloodline again in a different match that really has nothing to do with them?
Yep.
Why are they helping Nakamura like keep his title? Like, what's their beef with LA Knight? It's like, oh, the Solo wants the U.S. title. Well, he didn't really say that. He hasn't acted like that's what he's been thinking about. So what are these guys out here for? It's just
And
annoying.
he just made a sloppy and unwinning condition because,
It
like,
doesn't make sense.
I mean, they could have let Shinsuke beat him clean and then had them come out and beat him up. You know what I mean?
It just doesn't make sense. But then the Motor City Machine Guns take on A-Town Down Under, and this is actually not too bad of a tag match. These are two decent teams. It can at least like work, right?
Yeah, like this one wasn't as bad as the first one. Like this one, but it was kind of obvious. City Machine Guns, they got beef with DIY. Like, they're in this tournament for no reason.
Yeah, really, they should have just taken this time for the tournament and used that to build Motor City Machine Guns to be the babyface team that they're wanting. They should have like invested this time into them rather than making them like fight their way back to the titles. Just give them the rematch clause and then build the feud until their match.
Yep,
I don't
and
get it.
that's exactly what we can say about our next segment too, about just letting them get the rematch clause, because we have Nia Jax, Bayley, Naomi, and Bianca Belair all talking about how they deserve a shot at the WWE Women's Championship against Tiffany Stratton, and that gets us into a fatal four-way match for the #1 contender, and that's going to be next week on SmackDown. And guess who wins?
That's
Guess who
Super
wins?
Bayley.
None other than, bro, I don't know how I feel about this for real.
Oh, I
Obviously,
know how I feel about it.
Bianca and Naomi wasn't going to win. They're the tag champions. Obviously, they're not going to win. But, like, I figured at least they'd, like, let Nia go over. I don't like Nia Jax. But, like, why Bayley, bro?
This is just another example of terrible booking. It's like Tiffany Stratton should have cashed in her Money in the Bank. She literally betrayed Nia Jax, like the stable heel of the women's division. Turn her babyface. Why is she still coming out and talking crap on the audience and stuff? Turn her babyface.
It's not right. Tiffy time needs to be a good moment, not like her being like all pruny
And
about
then, bro,
everything.
I don't want to see Bayley fighting Tiffany Stratton. I don't want to see Nia fight Tiffany Stratton. I don't want to see Bianca face Tiffany Stratton. And I don't want to see Naomi face Tiffany Stratton. And I already know that this is the lineup, bro. This is the lineup for Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Candice LeRae's right there too. Like all these women right here. Like that. This is what we're gonna see weekly on SmackDown with the women's division. They need to bring like 4 women up from NXT, like ASAP.
They need to do something different. They're just making this up as they go along.
And like it's stupid because like the only reason that any of this is trying to like go on was like I thought that like Bianca Belair was trying to figure out who got Jade Cargill. Like she don't even care about that. None of them
they've
care about
completely
that.
forgotten about Jade Cargill. Nobody
So like
cares.
when she makes her return finally, it's like it's not even going to be anything,
They
bro.
basically
Because
took
like
her off TV so we could forget about her.
yeah, and that's just dumb. She was an athlete. But then in the main event, oh boy, guess what? Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga again. And Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso. And
This
obviously,
is the 3rd time, guys, on
yeah,
one show.
they go out there and brawl about 7 times, and then obviously Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga is going to win. You know what I mean? Like, Dude, meaning that this was the main event. We all know this is the FTC. This is about to be the end of the podcast, and we've said some bad things, but like, I've seen better shows live in Alabama.
It just wasn't a good SmackDown, especially not for the first one on USA compared to Raw on Netflix. Is like they just don't compare. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe people didn't show up. I don't know.
And plus, like, this is 3 hours, and like in 3 hours, every hour we had something going on with Cody and the Bloodline and Jimmy, and like it was just like why, like we've seen this. And like for them to be fighting, like going after Cody and stuff, and like Roman wants to go win the Royal Rumble and face Cody. Like obviously, like Solo and them still want to face Cody. So like, what? I'm so confused right now, bro. Like Cody has done beat all of them, and then they had to take it up with each other, and now it's going back to Cody. Like
And now
what?
they're talking about doing Roman versus Cody 3. It's like, man, we've seen that the past 2 years.
And I thought Roman was meant to be on Raw. So if that's the case, then why don't you just face Gunther? Or Punk if he wins? Why don't you face somebody on Raw that has a title? Like why is it always Punk? Punk's about to be the biggest like star out of 2025. Okay, why don't they have somebody like Roman Reigns set up to face him? He has beef with him too, just like Seth Rollins did, right? That'd be interesting. People be into that probably more than the Cody thing because they've already seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's not shaping up well,
CM
Nobody
Punk
wants to
and
see.
Roman Reigns is the only match that has not really happened in the modern era, like between him and the Shield members.
And nobody wants to see Roman Reigns win the Rumble and go face Cody at WrestleMania because all that is the cards are reversed than how they were last year.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm enjoying this build up to Royal Rumble on the SmackDown brand, dude. I just don't really want to see what they're promoting.
But who do y'all think's gonna win next week in the Bayley and Tiffany Stratton match?
And who do you guys think's gonna win the 2025 Royal Rumble?
And how many times are we gonna see the Bloodline on SmackDown next week?
Well, you'll just have to catch us in the next episode to find out.
And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the fan connection, we're out of here.